Alrighty. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. We've got our good old Blueberry Bout fashion, and in classic Blueberry Bout fashion, I once again don't have the character portraits for the overlay, so that's fun. But we make do. Welcome to Blueberry Bout number 32. Got a couple people entered today. Not everyone in top 8 though. We're just gonna start things off here. We've got Landcon on the Incineroar, and myself on the Zera. I have not seen Zera in literal, like, probably a year at this point, honestly. It's been a hot minute. The only reason I'm playing this character is because I actually have Zera on my Dev Derby team. So I figured I have no real clue what this character does, so I should, like, practice them a little bit. And they are very hard. So they do be fast, but they also kinda don't in a lot of ways. The thing about Zera is that obviously you've got a lot of the slidey movement and the thing with your I guess, okay, the way it works, wherever you run, it puts ice underneath you, and that ice makes you slide faster, it just makes you move faster in general, etc, etc. You can take advantage of that movement to make it so that you can, like, for example, if you're strong attacks, they get stronger if you're moving quickly. So basically the whole idea is that you're supposed to use that ice to speed yourself up so you can get, like, strong hits in. But then things start getting a little weird when you look at, like, their actual movement itself. Because the character does not have a very fast initial dash. Their initial dash is actually very slow, so it takes them a bit of time to actually get up to speed, basically. And that's part of what's really weird about it. Oh yeah. And also it's very easy to SD with this character. Get used to that. What I'm seeing is Idolist plus CSS? Kinda, yeah. It's hard. They've got a bit of me brawler to them too, in all honesty. It's hard to really make a lot of comparisons though, just because their general flow isn't really like any other character. It's a lot about just building up speed and taking the time to build up speed. Oh. Alright, that was an interaction. But yeah, it's a very, very strange character. Gonna get into game 2 here. Can you stack speed? I believe you can if you, like, land on ice or something. I'm honestly not sure. There's a lot that I still don't know about Zera, just because nobody really plays this character. Like, for one, it lags on a couple of people's setups, which is never fun. And that's, like, the biggest reason why nobody really played them, especially at the start. There's been a lot of optimization stuff ever since. Oh, good lord. Alright, there I go again. I think in that situation, I used neutral. You either use neutral B or your air dodge to save yourself. Oh yeah, there's the empowered strong attack by gaining speed, but then it got revenged. I don't remember the last podcast we did, but you confused you talking about Zephyr Preserve for like half the podcast. God bless. Oh, alright, and that time I just didn't slide with the up smash. Cool. Oh god. That new revenge is sick. I like it. Oh yeah, Incineroar is super sick. Lanacon doesn't really use it much, but they have these ropes that you can summon that are really powerful. Basically you can plop it down, and then you hit them into the ropes, instead of like, just you know how usually like your side B grab, it's like, it throws them back into the ropes? Well, this Incineroar just puts out the ropes, and then hits them into the ropes with normals. And then the ropes send them back to you. It's super sick. DIY a Alolan Whip. There we go. Yeah, I don't know, my experience with Zora has been very weird. Because in some cases you are able to pull off some pretty saucy stuff, but then in a lot of situations you feel really limited just because you can't really like whiff punish super well with just your movement. You gotta use the wave dashes and stuff. Just because your initial dash is so slow. And then like just the slidiness in general makes it very hard to position yourself. Still alive somehow. And there we go. Want to become famous? Oh, do I? Get the fuck out of here. Alright. Alright, here we go. Game number 3. Also, I didn't really mention this, but just in general, I think Zero really likes the big stages, just because it gives them a lot of room to, that was cool. It gives them a lot of room to, just do their stuff. Because on the smaller stages, you can't really build up speed super well. There's just not enough room for it. It's a very, like, weird problem to have. Yeah. All about that one. What's your stage song list? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I didn't quite get the ropes back. There we go. Finally getting a down B off. we go. Alright. One game on the board. And there's using the ropes. Ah, yeah. Not quite getting the side B off. Yeah, not quite. Yeah, again, that up smash was just standing still, so it didn't have too much knockback. So it's kind of hard to like actually make use of parry punishes on this character, to be honest. There we go. Zera is definitely all about this movement. It's weird though because you need to take time to build up the movement though. You can't, it's not something you can just get. That's what makes it so much harder. Like compare it to a character like Maple, where they're just always fast, you know, very consistently. With Zera, you need to set up the ice in order to make it so that you can slide to begin with. And even then your initial dash is trash, so... Why'd I play Zera? Because I have Zera on my draft team not draft team takeover, Dev Derby team. I'm gonna be playing in that. I've got Zera, Zephyr, and Laika. And since I got Zephyr on my team, I had to get Zera as well. So... that's why I'm playing the character. Because I really don't know what I'm doing with this character, to be honest. This is the first tournament I've played with them. Aw, that sucks. I'm shocked that didn't kill. I probably could have up smashed there. Yeah, just catching the wall jump. Good shit. Alrighty. That's our first set. So up next, we've got Less Time versus Giga Bowser. Alright, we can get rid of these. We actually have portraits this time around. Yeah, I'm hoping I can make it down Aztec. Appreciate you coming in, though. Alright, here we go. Game 1 on merchant port. I don't like that it's telling me it might desync. Hang on a sec. Let me reinstall the characters real quick. Alright. Okay, no telling me it's gonna desync. I think we're good. Alright. There's that corner. Oh god, which color is Giga using? I think that's Parasol? Yeah! Fuck yeah! Alright, sick. It can take forever to find the right alt color sometimes. Alright. I mean, if you'd be willing to make one, that would definitely save us time. Holy shit, let's go. Charges the up smash. Oh boy. It's so slow now. the Thoron. I'm used to it just blazing across the screen. It looks so funny now. Okay. Uh-oh. Not taking out the rune. Yep, there's that. Saw that coming. Nice up airs. Alright, got game 2 in Aramata. aiming? Oh god, Torga things are happening. Ugh! Okay, not quite. What did you miss? You missed me and Landcon. Otherwise, that's it. There we go. This kind of pick already working out much nicer for less time. That is a very quick 23% though. Feels like it does way more. Okay. Well, that is a very quick way to even it up. Yep, that's dash attack. Oh god, this is actually very even, which is not what I was expecting, given the start of this game. Oh, and there's a rune. There's a second one. Goodbye! See you later. I honestly, I don't think I would have known which direction Less Time was going there. Apparently it was to the left. Don't ask me how you were supposed to know. Oh. Alright, well. Less Time's a man of the people, I gotta say. This is a man of the people kind of pick right here. Oh god, which color is this? Is it... No, it's not that. Is it not Kip? I know it's green. I mean, it looks like... Ah, what is it? I don't know what color this is. I'm gonna go with Mudkip. I think it's close enough. There's like green though. Drizzile ult? Aha! Aha! It looks exactly the same! Literally on the overlay, you can't even tell the difference between that and the Mudkip one. Like, alright, this is Drizzile. That's Mudkip. It's exactly the same. Literally the exact same color. Okay. Anyway, I was too focused on, like, the color shit. What's actually happening in this match? Yo! Oh, I'm so sad that didn't kill. Yeah, the Quacks are kind of popping off, though. Ah! Okay. Yo, the secret counter pick working out. Good tech. Good tech. Alright, we got techs in this house. It's a rare sight in Workshop. Uh-oh. Oh, but we've got runes. What the heck? Where's that one going? Yo, so true, Lancon. Ooh. Dang. Alright. Well, the Quagsire brought it pretty close. Gotta say. Sires were acquired on this day, but it was not enough. Oh god. Alright, well the overlay definitely didn't like that skin. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for our, that'll be it for our winners, or not winners, losers top 8 sets. Or losers round 8. Losers 8ths, whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna be moving on to the other side of bracket. Got Shy Soul up against Bowling King. And I definitely don't have the Bowling King character. I think that's Melee Sai. Alright, I'll just pull up like Zeta or something. Close enough. There we go. Oh god, Zeta's broken, what the heck? Okay. Maybe not Zeta. Alright, we'll try this one. Yeah, that's definitely Melee Sai, guys. Don't worry about it. Definitely have Melee Sai in the overlay, because it's right there. Don't worry about it. Alright, here we go. Winter semis. Starting on Julesville.
You want it? Bombs? Lamp oil. Lamp oil. Bombs. Lamp oil.
What the fuck is happening? This is Melee Sai. They are more or less a spacey. Their gimmick is that as soon as they hit a directional attack, they get... There's like an up and down direction, there's a side direction, and there's a neutral direction. And once you hit one of those moves, you get it like around you, essentially. Once you get all 3, you get that, where it just basically does like the triple hit. Increases the damage. So your goal as this character, use whatever moves you want, but if you can vary it up, get all 3 of the directions in, then you'll get rewarded with more damage. And that's basically it. Otherwise, it's honestly pretty straightforward. You can also remove the marks by hitting them with a directional attack. It's a little janky with some characters just because of how articles are coded and whatnot, but yeah. Anyway, that was a very fast game. And well, I mean, Shy Soul's playing, so we all know how this goes from here. Where, there it is. Yeah. Sorry if I'm not commentating too much today, I am a little exhausted, so... Just gonna be here, just chilling. Talking to y'all. Oh. Hey, there we go. That's one of the empowered strong attacks. You get that once you get all three of your things. Okay. Yo. Damn. Almost had that. Oh, man. That's rough.
Let's all stop and get lunch at McDonald's.
BK looks like he had it that game, but Shy Soul's way too good at sneaking in those dares. They do it all the time.
Time for breakfast.
Okay. BJ has healed so much from those frickin' burgers. Oh no! What was that, DI? Nice parry. I always like when people parry this character. Literally everything they have has parry stun, so it's a pretty good thing to know. Oh god. I'm gonna be real, I don't think this was the right stage to take Nolan to. I definitely forgot two Knuckles. I forget until I die at 50. Oh god.
Let's all stop, get lunch at McDonald's.
Well, that was a game. What just happened? Why did the screen flash purple there? Melee Psyope just does that? Fun. That's a little jank. Nice. Alright, this counter pick's working much better. Woof! Look at that percent. Oh no. Well, took a burger on the way out, I suppose. Oh, wow. That was a good upper. Jesus! Every time! They're so good at sneaking those in. Like, I swear, whenever Shy, and only when Shy plays this character, they just have, like, a magnet for whenever they use down air. Just to sneak people into it. Nice parry. You'll love to see it. Alright, edge guard situation here. Catches the wall jump. Good shit. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Nolan Dare. Like, On paper, it seems like it would kind of suck, you know, because it's a slow startup, and it just... It's a dive as well, you don't really have a whole lot of control, but then that happens all the time. Like, Shy is just way too good at just... Oh, man. Yeah, the cancels do help a lot, I'll give it that. Especially on Whiff. Sorry, I'm zoning out. This game is flying by. Oh god. There's your laser to figure it out. Finish it out.
Let's all stop, get lunch at McDonald's.
Alright. Okay. There's that set. Shy's gonna be moving on. Up next. It has been a while, but Dragoon is back. Good old Watermelon Mayu has returned. It's been a hot minute since I've seen Dragoon in bracket. We've got Dragoon up against Jordan with the Bat. Jordan's a bit of a newer name, to my knowledge, but they've been popping off recently in Workshop. To confirm. Fortunately not able to close it out though. Get punished for that. Nice forward air. Hey! Let's go bonk. Oh, what in the world is that? Oof. No. I think if they forward smashed there, they would have just gotten it. Oh, see you later. Alright, it's game one going to the watermelons. Melee Sao Cage's offside. That is a series of typos right there. Holy shit. Yeah, edge guarded. Oh, the baseball just beats out watermelons. All right. Alright. I don't know what the heck these downers are about, but see ya later, dude. Alright. This is not the stage you want to counterpick Dragon to. I'm just gonna say that right now. This is a bad stage to counterpick Dragon to. Oh yeah. Like, there is nowhere to run from him on this stage. You don't like this stage anymore? What's wrong with you? Oh, that ball isn't going away, is it? What the heck? Okay. Not able to quite able to find that that F smash. Ooh. Yeah. That projectile is so good, dude. Alright. Alrighty. Dragon takes it 3-0. Gonna be moving on. Alright. I like the Jordan Bat though. Alrighty. Oh boy. Alright, up next we've got Bowling King up against LandCon. And, you guys just gonna have to pretend that's Melee Sai and Incineroar. Move you over here. There you go. Alright. Game 1 on Julesville, because it's a workshop tournament. I think that kind of looks like the color. Yeah, we'll do that one. There's some blue in there. I do like how LandCon uses Revenge. It's a little weird to me how he doesn't, like, ever use the ropes, just because they're so good. But I do like how he uses Revenge. He uses it a lot on edge guards, where it's a lot easier to predict when the hitbox is coming out. It's smart. Now, ropes are fucking amazing. You just don't use them much. You don't only use the edge attack and the rest. Yeah, so just put them in the air where you're gonna be hitting them anyway. Like, putting them at like a short hop height is perfect. Because then they're more likely to just actually get hit into them in the first place. And you can get, like, guaranteed confirms off of it. It's really strong. Like, the ropes are by far the strongest part of this Incineroar's punish game, in my opinion. You get so much on mileage off of it. Yeah, Workshop Incineroar is fantastic. Yeah, that's what I mean about his revenge uses, though. That's just nice. Alright. Game 2, go on the Spirit Tree. This one. Sorry, I'm grabbing replays right now. We actually managed to start stream before bracket ended today, which was a nice change of pace. Where's Loser's Time? It's that one. Okay, we're missing that one. I think we're missing Grands as well, so we need to bug people about that. Oh god, I come back from getting replays and I see that happen. Holy cow. See you later, dude. Alright. Woof! Nice charge down strong. Those revenges are so good, man. Oh. Oh, that's not an uppy. Alright, game 3 going to BK. Lancon, I think your problem with ropes is because you keep putting them on the ground where nobody gets hit by them. Like, honestly, if you put it in the air once, I think you'd get a lot more value out of it. I know both me and Dakota use ropes, like, all the time, so... Ooh. Oh man. Yeah, that was early. It is a low ceiling, to be fair. But... Oh, holy shit! Oh man, yeah, there's that back throw. Alrighty. Well, that's a 3-1 for the cat. All right. So, now get out of here, Incineroar. We got our last losers quarters match. Yeah, I think if you want to tackle the combos off of Revenge, it should be more than the hits on multiplier than anything else. Ooh. Oh, just gets clipped. I mean, Rivals in general has a lot of hit stun, so it's not that unusual, but... Man, this ball really doesn't go away, does it? That's a little weird. Yeah, that's most moves in the base cast too, though. LA up air is an egregious example of it. That move is, you know, like it's a standard one times hit stun multiplier, but it feels like you get stuck in it for ages. I don't think they could attack the F smash. I think they were too high. I don't know if you need it for half of his kit. Like, decimal hit stun multipliers are pretty rare in base cast. Like, you can check the frame data document for reference. Pretty much the only ones that have it are, like, characters like Rasser, because their aerials are just already, like, so spammable, basically. So... don't know if you really need it. Like, honestly, just go through the frame data doc and just, like, take note of, like, when they use a negative hit stun multiplier. Just because a lot of the times it's pretty rare. Rivals in general is a very high hit stun game. And the reason for that is because the DI in this game is so much stronger than it is in other platform fighters. So there's very rarely anything that's just guaranteed. flamethrower here going on the Neophyte Grappler. What a catch. Yeah. Oh, and here we go. And now the ball's not going away. Whoa. It's just a stage hazard at this point. Like, what is going on? It's really just not going away at all. It's just hopping back and forth. Alright, there we go. It finally went away. After the Bat had to die. That is what's required to make the ball go away. That seems a bit much. I don't know if that's just me. Ball still alive. Really nice DI. This is rough though. Ireless disadvantage. Yeah, Ireless disadvantage is not good. Alright. That's gonna be a 3-0 and a handshake for Jordan. Alright. We got winners finals up next. This is a character I don't think I have. Nope. Alright. Alright. There we go. Got Dragon up against Buffy. I guess Buffy's a bunny, so I'll just reuse that one again. Oh! My game crashed! What the hell? The fuck did you guys do? Huh. Okay. Let's try that again. Are you gonna crash this time, game? Yes, you are. What? I'm sorry, what? Does that happen every time? Yes! Yes, it does. Okay. Well, God does not want us to watch this game 1. Spoiler alert, Shy Soul wasn't playing Nolan, so they lost and switched to Nolan. That's how game 1 went. Congrats, Dragon. There we go. Goodbye, Bunny. Oh, wait. Is it... Okay, so I think Buffy breaks replays right now. I think it's Buffy. Because Game 2 was also Buffy. And they, That also crashed my game. So I think Buffy is just crashing the game for me at the moment. Yep. Alright. So... Game 3 is also crashing. What's going on? Why is my game crashing? Alright. What about this one? Okay, every replay is currently crashing. We're gonna try a different set and see if that loads. This is a little concerning. Also a little weird, it's only just now happening. That's, not exactly what I expect. Does this replay load? This is a completely different set. We're gonna see if this one loads. Yeah, nope, that one loads in just fine. Alright. So... I don't think we're watching Winners Finals. Just a hunch. I'm gonna see if I can figure this out a little more, but... For whatever reason, these Winners Finals replays just don't like me. Even though... Oh, the game's resetting for us, Shy Soul. Don't you worry about that. So... Even though we've watched both of these players on stream already in their Winners semi-sets, and that had no problems. Yeah, literally every single Winners Finals replay is crashing for me right now. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, Yeah, no, I mean, all the replays are here. Yeah, I got nothing. I mean, if I just load in the set, it's gonna crash. Yeah. It just crashes. Even though... Do the old sets crash? Let's try bringing in the old sets. Let's see, let's bring in winter semis here. I'm just trying to troubleshoot this at this point. Alright, so if I bring in Dragon versus Jordan, which happened in winter semis, and load that in. Yeah, that loads in just fine. So, that's perfectly fine. I'm not validating my game files for this shit. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. And then, if I bring in BK versus Shy Soul, load that up.
You want it?
Yeah, that one works just fine too. So it's literally just Winner's Finals that is completely fucked. And does not want to work. So unfortunately, I think we're just gonna have to skip this set. So as far as spoilers are concerned, yeah, Shy Soul won at 3-2. So it was a pretty back and forth set. Probably. I don't... Yeah. I am not restarting my PC, we are moving on. I'm gonna delete that fucking folder off my computer. Never see it again. Alright, loser semis! Got Lancon versus Jordan. Let me go ahead and get this all sorted. There we go. Where's Incineroar? Yeah. Bring him back around. There we go. Alright. Lancon versus Jordan. Loser semis. Which is working. Does not crash my game. Yeah, this is some extra special shenanigans, gotta say. I could not begin to tell you why that set in particular was crashing my game. But it sure was. Maybe they had, like, a buddy equipped or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna put Ronald in the Blueberry Bout because Ronald is not a well-designed character. I think you guys missed the part of well-designed character. Forgot to set your tag before Rocky. Honestly, outplayed. Alright, Landcon taking game 1. Bout. Nice parry. You think anyone knows how to ban in Workshop? Spoiler alert, they don't. I don't think you need to move to Arizona to play in Heatwave. I think you can just make a trip. It is an IRL tournament. That means you buy a plane ticket for a weekend, and you stay at a hotel. It's called a vacation or something. It's a pretty normal thing to do. You don't have to physically move your entire like living space. You're poor? It would be more expensive to move than it would to take a trip. I'm gonna be real with you. No, he definitely had a rope set up there. Why did he parry? Do you own a house if you take a trip? It would be more expensive to own a house than it would be to just get a B&B for the weekend or something. I don't think you guys understand how travel works. Oh god. That game sure did happen. Oh. Oh. That was a weird trade. Yeah, my god. No, that's a man named Pigeon. Holy shit. What a parry. Good awareness of the stage hazard, but my god. I do not like that the ball does not go away. I really do not like that the ball is just not going away. I am fully willing to admit that. Oh, man. Whoa. Okay, there you go. Okay, that was what? Wait, why did the Bat die there? Okay. Like I heard the bonk, I'm like, oh no. And then and then the Bat died. Sure, I guess. Alright, I need to replays. Da 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 da. Where's Losers Finals? Why is Losers Finals not in the replay folder? Ah! Anger. We have Grands in here, we don't have Losers Finals though. Oh, you submit them? Thank you. There's a Losers Finals. Alright. Nice and harmless. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, Losers Finals. I got Landcon up against Dragoon. I did not mean to start the replay. Let me stop that real quick. There we go. Well, actually, they're on the other side. Need to do that. Just bring that one over. There we go. Alright. Losers Finals. We got Landcon up against Dragoon. It is not crashing the replays. I swear to God, if Grants crashes, I'm gonna just scream. Either way, we got this set to worry about first. And there's an uppy. Yeah. Very easy confirm there. Oh, God. Double up air? Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to live that one. Just mashing the down air. Oh, where was the second forward air? Alright, well, Dragon still died. There's that, at least. Uppy? Yeah, not quite. Hey! Good use of the ropes. And goodbye. God, Neutral Beast's so good. I will say Workshop definitely has a habit of making projectiles that are way stronger than anything in base cast. This is definitely one of those projectiles. Oh man. Langcon held in the entire time and he ate shit. There we go, double forward air. Cragfair? Cragfair doesn't have a hits to the multiplier though. Better Cragfair? No, worse. It's a decimal hits the multiplier on Incineroar. It is definitely worse than Cragfair. Those up airs. Surprised he didn't just, like, empowered side B in there. Or something. What is going on? They're just mashing at each other. And that one spiked. Alright. I had no idea either. Alright, going to the pretty stage. Nice uppy. Cool. Yeah, this is looking very dominant from Dragoon. What? What was that? Huh? Why did the projectile not reflect like projectile do? What? Okay. Workshop. Why does it teleport? Huh? Okay. Alrighty. It's time for grand finals. And, Shy Soul once again with an interesting character choice. Alright, here we go. Game 1 on the forest floor. The game fucking crashed again! Woo! Alright! Love to see that. I swear to God. Oh, man. Alright, let me remember to put up my spoiler screen. Alright, game 1 definitely crashed. That was Mayu and crewmate. Not gonna say anything, but let's see if game 2 crashes here. Okay, game 2 loaded in. Game 2 loaded in. It's just game 1 that's crashing. Yep, game 1 crashes. Okay, let's check some of these other games. Let's see what games we do have. Okay, game 3 is working. What about game 4? Game 4 is also working. Alright, so... Game 1 is just not gonna work. So we're gonna go into Game 2 here, where we have some character switches from both sides. And I don't actually have one of these characters. I thought I did. Alright, well, sure, alright. So we have a double character switch here. Dragoon switching to the Nate. Shy Soul switching to the, Amori. Alright. And it looks like Dragoon did win game 1. So there you go. What the hell was that? Alright. That sure was a game. Oh, this is funny. Alright. Here we go. Got Nate versus Nade. Is it a typo or two different characters? You decide. Mm. That. Ooh. Get smacked. Alright, game 4. What? What in the world? I have no idea if there's a daily limit to highlighted messages or not. You're at 22K? That's amazing. Yeah, I don't really have much of a use for channel points in this stream, so if you tune in every week, you get a lot of them, I'm sure. Oh, alright, that's a reset. I don't think I've actually heard that victory theme. That's nice and jazzy. I like it. Alright. Alright, well. We still, still got the Nate, but, one of these things is not like the other. Let's see if it crashes. Woo! Ooh, it crashes! Alright. I do not have much faith for the rest of this set. Let's see if it, Let's see if it does that for every single one. I'm not even gonna worry about spoiling shit. It'll be amazing if we get through any of these. Alright, that one crashes. Can confirm. Alright, Tempest Peak. We've got Meta Knight on screen. Still crashes. Alright. That's a crash. That is absolutely a crash. It's funny because both of these players played these characters in sets before, and we saw them just fine. But it's only when they're playing against each other that the replay system decides to not be a replay system and stop working. Isn't that great? Yeah, all of them crash. Every single one. So that was a 3-2 ending in the final set of Grand Finals. And it was Shy Soul taking it 3-2, so congratulations to Shy Soul. I'm a little peeved. Alright. Well, at least I get to stop streaming. Who are we gonna raid? Let's see if we can find someone to pop in on. Alright, nobody I really know is streaming, so we're just gonna call it. That was Blueberry Bout number 32. I hope we don't have more replay issues in the future, because this was really annoying and I don't understand why it happened. Goodbye.